Hey everyone, welcome to From the Depths. I'm Menti. This is episode 3 of the Syndicate of the Black Sun Squadron Shootout. This episode we've got the Battle Barge Incorporated by Varian 101, which, go ahead and fix the textures there. It's got the mobile HQ here and submarine escort, lots and lots and lots of missiles, and it's also got that gun on there. I'm having to do the commentary in post again because for some reason, whenever I load my raw footage into Windows Movie Maker, the commentary that's on it does not transfer over. It's a really weird thing, so I'm having to kind of do this after the fact. But yeah, there's that 150mm gun, which has a very high rate of fire. I believe it fires sabot, does a lot of damage, and the battle barge here is actually currently the king of the hill in Jimmer's tournament, I believe. I know it was king of the hill at one point, but it may have been dethroned by then. I haven't been following that close enough to realize. I don't think enough battles have gone off to dethrone it yet. But so it is quite a formidable opponent. It is a very formidable ship there. And then over here we've got the surface fleet. Oh yeah, that was the point where I realized I forgot to say something. I forget what I forgot to say. But anyway, this is the surface fleet by Ivan. It's got a bunch of little drones all stacked up neatly. Another submarine, an airship, and then this guy, which was the Grim Canvas, and then that's the submarine's the Easel, and then the airship's the Polyglot Reverend. And it's this is another submarine with heavy armor top pieces to try and keep it thing, but I wanted to see what if the battle barge submarines did the same thing, but they don't. They only have stone. But okay, this is the point at which we get the battle underway. Here shortly. Oh, that was me bumping my mouse as I was setting up the timer. My bad. Okay, I can start at any time now. Come on. I don't remember what I was saying at this point. Okay, there we go. Now we're underway, and there's missiles flying everywhere, and there is a ton of missiles on the battle barges. I would say they are primarily a missile-focused entry. But that 500mm sabot, I mean, look how fast that thing's firing. And that is a 500mm gun, if I remember right. And it's firing that fast. It's a pretty insane cannon. You can see the front portion of the Grim Canvas has already been stripped away. And that was before the missiles even arrived. Now here comes the missile strike, which the Grim Canvas has no defense against. Oh, jeez. And some of them veer off there. I think they go up against they try to target the Polyglot Reverend because the Grim Canvas is AI dead at this point. So the missiles try to switch target. It's like, yeah, that's all it took. A burst from the 500mm gun and a missile strike, and the flagship of the surface fleet has been defeated. And now all the missiles are chewing at the Polyglot Reverend. I don't know why I had such trouble saying that. And it's a constant stream of missiles because both of the submarines are missile subs, and then both of the or not both of, but the battle barge HQ has a ton of missiles on it as well. So it is just a friggin' Macross Missile Massacre moment here. But seeing as how most of them are frags, a combination of a good Sea-Wiz cannon and heavy armor would probably negate a lot of the damage of this missile strike. Because frags just, they do absolute, as we saw with the Kraken, frags do absolutely nothing to heavy armor reinforced vehicles. Like, it takes a lot of damage to get through that. But unfortunately, neither the Polyglot Reverend nor the Grim Canvas had the armor to stand up to that. They just got chewed apart. And we've got the easel. I'm trying to find it right now. I wasn't entirely sure where it was. And there it is. And I get there just in time to see a big old swarm of torpedoes coming for it. But they just barely miss. Those ones, anyway. And then I believe those torpedoes are explosive because you saw like one of them connect and then they all detonated because the explosion chain reacted between them. You can see that happen a couple more times. But there are also fragmentation torpedoes, as you'll see in a minute, because there's a lot of them coming. Oh yeah, got something important there. There's just explosions ripping through the easel in the background there. Just huge detonation. Something important. The ammo stores most definitely went up there. Then I was looking around for the drones, but nope. That's it. They are all dead. They're all gone. So congratulations to Varian 101 for your win in the first match here. Round 1 goes to the Battle Barge Incorporated. Now it did lose its gun there, so you just one good hit in that compartment and just kaboom, it's gone. It is not the most durable of guns, but man, does it put out a lot of damage. And I gotta come out here off the edge of the world, basically, just to make sure the submarines have room to play without running into the ocean floor. And get the surface feet spawned back in. Thankfully I don't derp up the spawns. And then we get it underway, and then those shells go off. The surface fleet certainly has quite a bit of firepower as well in those cannons. Like they're doing quite well. But the Battle Barge Incorporated seems to have the edge in durability. And in firepower. The Battle Barges definitely have more firepower. Just in all of those missiles. And that front-mounted gun on the Grim Canvas there just gets chewed up almost instantly by the Sabo. Just explosions ripping through it. You can just see the shells, and now the missiles are coming in, and it's just... I would hate to be on the Grim Canvas right now. It would, and yeah, it's like, from the top it didn't look like it took much damage, then you go down here and it's like, holy crap, it's been cored through almost completely. without removing the upper blocks. And the missile strikes coming up here on the Polyglot Reverend, just slamming into them. The explosives don't do a whole lot. Explosions are very weak against any form of armor whatsoever, even if it's just a single layer of metal. They don't do so well, especially on missiles. Their payload is just not very big. It's like, honestly, I mentioned it before in a previous tournament, I'll mention it again. I feel like missiles overall are kind of weak. I mean, if you get them in huge, massive swarms like this, they can do some serious damage. But you have to swarm them in order for them to do any damage. Like, each individual missile is kind of sad. Like, they don't do a whole lot. And with lasers and sea-whiz and flares and smoke and all of that stuff that can negate them completely, I just feel like compared to other weapon systems, they're pretty weak. I mean, watching this, you wouldn't think so, but there's also just like a super amount of missiles, and all of these missiles take up a ton of ammo. The actual resource cost to fire missiles is much higher than cannons of any type. Like, they cost less initially, but over the course of a battle they'll be more expensive because they take a lot of ammo to fire. And yeah, that's it's looking like it's pretty much it. Like, the surface fleet is, this is going very much like the first battle did. The surface fleet is on its way out, on its way down to the secondary bracket. Will not take much longer. Oh wait, I forgot about the easel. The easel's still alive, but it's actually, I come down here and it's way too deep. It has dove far too far down. You can see in a moment when I bring up the vehement, the altitudes, it's at negative 150. That's more than double the maximum depth. But it doesn't really matter because the swarm of torpedoes comes in. And just, there it goes. Explosions everywhere. Just absolutely rips it apart. And so yeah, that's basically it. The battle barge's gun survived a little bit better this time, but it is still non-functional. But it was mainly the missiles that did the damage. The surface fleet doesn't seem to have any defenses again. And then there's a tactical nuke going off over here, which I have no idea where that came from. Or what did that. Just like sudden tactical nuke. And then that guy gets launched into the air and blasted apart. And that is it. So congratulations go to Varian 101. Your Battle Barge Incorporated has survived the first round of the primary bracket, defeated its opponent, and will be moving on to round 2. Unfortunately, Ivan, your surface fleet has been defeated, so it is going down to the secondary bracket, where it'll continue on its journey, see if it can't get back up to the primary and win this thing. But yeah, that's part of the reason why I do the battles best 2 out of 3, and then it's double elimination, so that way it limits the RNG factor. It limits the luck factor. Somebody's not going to win the tournament by luck. They're gonna win the tournament mostly through good design and skill. There's still a little bit of luck because sometimes there can be a bit of a rock, paper, scissors effect with how the what entries can defeat what, so bracket RNG can unfortunately influence the outcome of the tournament. But for the most part, it's basically as lacking in luck influence as I can possibly make it. And you can see at the Battle Barge, it took a lot of damage because Varian's using the inflated his hit point count by using cheap materials and making the ship bigger so it had more blocks and was thus able to take hits better. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the battlefield.